Good morning. My name is Susan Wanjiru. I'm a resident in Mombasa. I'm based at the Coast region, and I have a passion in educating the public various issues which affect our lives, things we come into contact with, things we cannot avoid, and which affects us in our daily life. Now, today I'm going to discuss with you various terminologies which are very important. We've been using them as people, we've been using them on people in the society, and which can really be irritating. Words are very important, and as we all know, they can be harmful if used carelessly. Sometimes the words people use to describe things started out being okay, but over time they become words that people felt bad about using and made others feel bad when they are used on them. Some words we use are never very nice or respectful words to describe people in the first place. Or sometimes a word is okay, but people just use it in a wrong way. Part of our learning today will focus on those issues, and today I wanted to discuss the issues of disability. Disability as a concept, disability as a situation. When you talk about disability, what comes to your mind? When you talk about disability, you are referring to a condition which affects your body or your mind. It's a type of impairment which makes it unable for a person to participate in activity which other people can fully participate. It is a condition which incapacitates a person. It can be long-term or it can be short-term. So if you are not able to do the basic things, due to maybe an impairment, either mentally or physically, then you will be considered as a person with a disability. Now, there are various terminologies people have been using on people which are not appropriate, and as a person I just felt that it was my duty to educate the public on these matters, because as a champion of disability, people at the Coast region, I feel obligated to be educating the public, because these matters are dear to my heart, and I love expressing myself, and I like discussing various issues with various people on different forums, because I believe I have a duty as a Kenyan. Now, for example, the first word is handicapped. Handicapped, a lot of people have been using this word, this terminology, on people with any kind of disability, and it is not appropriate. Persons or buildings can be handicapped. They can be having a handicap. That is why people with a disability cannot be able to access. So you cannot be referring to a person with a disability as a handicapped person. He cannot be a handicapped person, but a building or people who do not consider, people living with certain condition, then they are handicapped, because they are not giving equal rights to this category of Kenyans. In this era and time, remember, it is 60 years and after independence. We have a new constitution. We have to share the national cake. So we have to incorporate everyone. We have to bring them on board. Everyone must be on board and share the cake which is there. Number two is the term crippled. Crippled is also not inappropriate, because it puts a person down. When you refer to somebody as a cripple, it is wrong, it is inappropriate. First of all, you identify the type of disability that particular person has, and it will make them comfortable because when you have one-on-one with them and you feel you make them feel uh, that they belong, you know. They open up, they talk, they feel at home. Be their voices of reason. Be friendly so that we can incorporate all of them in whatever we do. The third terminology is retarded. You cannot use the word retarded on a person with impairment, because most of the conditions people have on retardation are medical. These are medical conditions which are treatable, and sometimes you can find a person has medical retardation, that is, in other words, they have a Down syndrome. This is a condition. These are conditions which are treatable, and somebody can actually be able to recover fully and lead a normal life. The fourth one is birth defects. Due to challenges in our environment, in our society, sometimes we have war, sometimes generation problems from one generation to another. We find that we give birth to kids who misses body parts, and we should not isolate them, but we should bring them close. We should embrace them, because they are our children. In today's world, where there are so many things which are happening, these are the last days, as they said. A lot of things are happening. You realize that we have a lot of challenges as human beings because of the kind of foods we eat, climate change, you know, pollution, which affects the kind of atmosphere we live in, what we breathe in, what we breathe out. So it can happen to anyone, and you can get a kid who misses some body parts. It should not be an issue. You're supposed to bring them up in a way which they'll be recognized with the society. Give them a chance to live. Give them an opportunity to be heard, and create a space for them which they can be able to deliver. And then we have the fifth one is disabled person. A disabled person, you cannot be referring to a person with a disability as a disabled person. Why? Because you identify the person, and then you identify the type of disability. It is respectful. Be respectful when you are dealing with this category of people. Have empathy, and ensure that you are your brother's keeper. Be their voice. At the Coast region, we do a lot of outreach, especially in our community where I live in, where I spend a lot of time, and we've been encouraging and counseling people living with any type of disability to come out, because they're entitled to get the best which the Constitution offers. They're supposed to get quality education, quality medication. We have the universal health care, which can easily be accessed through NHIF. We have free primary education. We have bodies which are willing to sponsor this category of people. So don't sit back and wait. We have bodies which operate in our country, which take care of this category of people. And because it is no longer a problem in our society, because we've been able to embrace them and give them what they deserve, that is the best. In any family, it can happen to anyone, and once you are living, once you are alive, you are a candidate of disability, because you can get a condition anytime. Always know that disability is not inability, and wherever you are, take care of yourself, take care of the people you love, take care of the people who have been affected, and make sure that you are the voice of reason in your community. Thank you very much, and remember to subscribe to my channel so that we can make Kenya a better place to live. We can make Kenya a better country for all of us to enjoy the national cake. Thank you, and remember to subscribe to my channel. Welcome.